وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له يقول الحق وهو يهدي السبيل وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله إمام الموحدين صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد فأحييكم بتحية الإسلام بتحية من عند الله مباركة طيبة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah Jalla wa Ala for this wonderful opportunity to fast in the blessed month of Ramadan. I pray that Allah Jalla wa Ala accept our fasting and make us amongst the inhabitants of Al-Jannatul Firdaus. Wa alaikum assalam wa iyyakum wa iyyakum. Last night we started our fiqh class. We spoke about the definition of al-fiqh, literally and Islamically. What did we say? What is the meaning of fiqh? What is the literal meaning of fiqh? Comprehensive understanding. And we mentioned that fiqh has 4 sources. Number 1 is what? Al-Quranul Kareem, As-Sunnatul Mutahhara, Al-Ijma, consensus, Al-Qiyas, analogy. And we spoke about An-Najasatu wa Izalatuha. I don't know why this man... Oh, okay. بكلمة الله التامة من كل شيطان. We talk about an-najasatu wa izalatuha, impurity and how to get rid of them. The impurities and how to get rid of them. We spoke about al-bawlu, the urine. We said that it is impure. We should make sure that we use the toilet appropriately. Otherwise, if we soil ourselves with urine and pray, our prayer is not going to be accepted. Anyways, because of time, we don't need to go back. Tonight, we're going to talk about the adab, the mannerism that you have to use the toilet. The manners that you should have when you are using the toilet. They said here, إذا أراد المسلم قضاء حاجته فعليه مراعاة الآداب التالية. If a Muslim wants to use the toilet, he has to make sure that he has these manners. Number 1, ألا يستصحب معه ما فيه اسم الله إلا إن خاف عليه الضياء. You should not take anything with you to the toilet that has the name of Allah Jalla wa Ala, except if you are scared that if you leave it outside, you may lose it. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to have a ring. And on that ring, it was written on the ring, Muhammad Rasulullah. Whenever he wanted to use the toilet, he will take the ring out. He will take it off, and then use the toilet, and then come out and wear the ring. So you're not allowed to take anything in the toilet that has Allah's name, except if you you might lose it, then you have to take it in. And this is the one manner that we have to have. Number 2, التسمية والاستعاذة عند الدخول والكف عن الكلام بعد ذلك. We should say Bismillah and seek refuge with Allah before we enter the toilet. And when we enter the toilet, we should abstain from talking. We should not talk at all, except if it is necessary. For example, you go to the toilet and there is no water. You've started doing what you're doing. Then you can shout out for somebody to come with water. Or if you are in danger, maybe you feel bad, you think that you are having a heart attack, then you can call for people to come and rescue, for your wife or whatever to come and rescue you. But other than that, we're not allowed to talk in the toilet. But unfortunately today, the toilet has become a place of reading. The Westerners, they call the toilet as a resting room or rest room. For us, we don't go there to rest. We go there to do our things and come out. People will enter the toilet with their phones, talking on their phones. They will be on social media. Some people, they even have papers or books in the toilet to read. They will sit there comfortably, open their book. After they finish what they're doing, they will read and stay there and rest. It's not allowed to even stay long in the toilet. You do your isti'adha, your bismillah, you do your isti'adha, then you enter the toilet. Inshallah, we're going to talk about the dua that we supposed to say before we enter the toilet, and the dua that we should say when we come out of the toilet. عدم الاستقبال القبلة أو استدبارها وينبغي على المسلمين مراعاة هذا عند بناء المواحد في بيوتهم. And you should not face the Qibla or turn towards the Qibla when you are doing number 1 or number 2. And the Muslims should pay attention. When they are building their toilets, they should make sure that the toilet that they are building, when somebody sit down there, it will not face the Qibla or neither turn his back towards the Qibla. But the scholars, they said that if you are in a building, there is no problem. Whether you turn or you turn your back or you face the Qibla. That's what some people say. Some of the scholars, they said. Because one day, Abdullah ibn Umar went to visit his sister Hafsa, radiallahu anha, and Hafsa was the husband of was the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam facing Sham and turning, and his back was towards the Qibla. Or I think his back, or he was facing the Qibla and his back was in Sham. I think one of these two. So therefore the scholars, they said that if you are in a toilet, outside, then there is no problem. But we should try our best, even if we are indoors, not to turn towards the Qibla or turn our back towards the Qibla when we are doing number 1 or number 2. إذا كان في البرية فلا يقضي حاجته على الطريق. If you are in the opening, you're doing number 1 or number 2, you should not do it on the road where people are passing. You should not do it there. It's not allowed. You should not do it on the path that people are using. You should not do it there. أو في الظل, or under a shade. A shade where people come and shade themselves, you're not allowed to do number 1 or number 2 there. You're not allowed to do that. And also, وَيَبْتَعِدُ عَنْ جُحُورِ الْحَيَوَانِ. And you should also stay away. You keep far from doing number 1 and number 2 in the hole of the animals, meaning a hole where the animals dwell. And even the shayat, the jinns, they live in holes. You should not be there. Because there was an incident that happened, according to the historians, regarding, hold on. Sa'd bin Ubadah, radiyallahu anhu. He was the head of the Khazraj tribe. And he went and he wee in a hole. Before he finished what he was doing, he fell down and he died. And they had somebody saying, نحن قتلنا سيد الخزرج سعد بن عبادة ورميناه بسهمين فلم نخطي فهاده. They said that we have killed Sa'd, the leader of the Khazraj. We throw 2 arrows. Is he shoot? 2 arrows, and we didn't miss his heart. So they killed Sa'd bin Ubadah radiyallahu anhu because he did number 1 in a hole, and that all the jinns were dwelling in that hole. So he died. So therefore, it is not allowed for us to do number 1 or number 2 in a hole. Any hole that you see, we should avoid that. Meaning in the opening. I'm not talking about our toilet that we have in Africa. Yes. Yeah, do it quick. Oh yeah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
Number 5, you should not stand up and urinate, except if you are sure that the urine will not spill on you or splash on you, then you are allowed to stand up. But if you are not safe from that, then you should not stand up and urinate. You should not stand up and urinate. Number 6, أن يزيل ما على السبيلين من النجاسة بالماء إن توفر أو بأي جامد ليس له حرمة. You have to clean yourself. You have to get rid of the impurity in your front and your back. You know what I mean? The front and the back. You get rid of the filth, the impurity from the front and the back with water. If you have water, it is the best for you to clean yourself. Or with any solid thing that doesn't have no sacredness. Meaning, you don't use food to clean yourself. Food is sacred. You don't use anything that has Allah's name on it. It is sacred. But you can use something that is solid to clean yourself. For example, like stones, you're allowed. But it has to be in odd numbers. From 3, you start with 3. If 3 cannot clean you, you can use 5, 7. It should be in odd number. But there is something that is solid that you're not allowed to use. Bones. Bones are not allowed for you to use. Because why? Because it is the food of the jinns. When you say Bismillah, you eat a meat that has bone. A Muslim jinn can eat that bone will become meat, and the jinn will eat from it. So we're not allowed to use that to clean ourselves. You're not allowed to use the feces of animals to clean yourself. You're not allowed to use anything that will injure you to clean yourself. Is that clear? Number 7. أن يقدم رجله اليسرى في الدخول ويقول اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث. And you can say من الخبث والخبائث. Sukun and Dhamma is allowed. You can say khubuthi, but the translation will be different. Or khubuthi or khubuthi, both is correct. When you are entering the toilet, you should enter with your left foot. Before you enter, you should say, A'udhu billahi min al-khubuthi wal-khaba'ith. This is the isti'adha that we mentioned in the beginning. You seek refuge with Allah from the male and the female jinns. So if this is the place where they hang out, why are you going to sit down there and read books after you finish what you have done, what you're supposed to do? Why are you going to be there on the phone talking while the jinns are there? And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the seal between our nakedness and the eyes of the jinns is Bismillah. When you say Bismillah, they will have darkness. They will not see your naked part. So you say, A'udhu billahi min al-khubuthi wal-khaba'ith. Many of us don't know this dua. We don't know. We just enter in the toilet. And we are seeking refuge with Allah from this dangerous creation. And when you're coming out, you come out with your right foot and you say, Ghufranaka. You're seeking Allah's forgiveness. Why are you seeking Allah's forgiveness? Why? Why do you have to seek Allah's forgiveness when you come out of the toilet? Anyone? How can you sins? Why do you have to say Ghufranaka when you come out of the toilet? Yeah. Some said that because you are in a place where you didn't mention Allah, you didn't remember Allah or mention Allah's name, that's why you say Ghufranaka. But Al-Uthaymin is said, this is not correct. Because a woman that is in her menses or postnatal bleeding, she will not pray, she will not fast. But the Sharia did not command her to say istighfar after she is clean from her menses and her postnatal bleeding. So you seeking Allah's forgiveness, like what you just said, Allah has cleansed you from this thing. Allah has washed you. Allah has cleansed you from this impurity. So you're seeking forgiveness from Allah for Allah to cleanse your sin. So you don't say Ghufranaka because you were there and you didn't mention Allah Jalla wa Ala's name. So these are the 7 manners that we should have when we are using the toilet. Number 1 is what? Quick, before the salah, number 1 is what? Don't go with anything that has Allah's name. Number 1. Number 2. When you enter in, you enter with your left. And when you're coming out, you come out with your right. Number 3. I'm going to start calling names. You do Bismillah and Isti'adha. You say Bismillah and you do the Isti'adha. What is the Isti'adha? A'udhu billahi min al-khubuthi wal-khaba'ith. And also, what the scholar didn't mention here, you should not use your right hand to clean yourself. You should not use your right hand to clean yourself. You should use your left hand to clean yourself. Anything else? What else? You are not allowed to talk in the toilet, except bidarura, if it is necessary. What else? Huh? You don't allow to face the Qibla or turn your back to the Qibla, especially if you're doing that in the opening. And even in the opening, if you're doing that, you should raise your garment after you have sit down. And you should make sure that no one sees your naked part. Is that clear? And if you're outside, you can put a seal. Even if you are standing towards the Qibla, if you put a seal between you and that means you're not facing the Qibla. And you do your thing. What else? You clean yourself with water is the best. Okay. Are you allowed to clean yourself with bone? Why are you not allowed to clean yourself with bone? The scholar said that you can use something that is solid. Why are you not allowed? Because the bones are the food of the jinns. So, mashallah, I have one question. Before we conclude our session, my question is, if you make a mistake behind an imam, you make a mistake, the imam is sitting down for the atashahud, and you stood up, and later on you sit down, and when the imam salam, are you allowed to do sujudu sahwi or you're not allowed to do sujudu sahwi? But you've had something in your salah. Because the imam will carry your mistake. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.